Hi, this is Anand Mahajan from Mahajan Computers Kurukshetra. Today, our topic is anonymous inner classes. This is one of the most important topics in modern day Java. Actually, an anonymous inner class is an unnamed class defined within a proper class. Let's call it A. So it's going to be like a nested class, and it will be nested within a proper class. Proper class means it will be a class which will be well defined. And this anonymous inner class won't be having any name. It will be used for implementing a method of an already defined class. Let's say the name of that class is B. So there will be an already defined class, and we will be using this anonymous inner class to implement a method of this class. It will be taken for granted that anonymous inner class has extended this already defined class B. Okay, this already defined class B can be either abstract or concrete. As you know, an abstract class is a class objects of which cannot be created, and a concrete class is exactly opposite to it. That means we can always create objects of a concrete class. This definition may look somewhat confusing to you, but don't worry, I will explain the whole things with the help of an example written in NetBeans. Let's have an example. So what I have done is I have gone in for a small abstract class. This is my abstract class with the name laptops, and as I have given in the comments, this class can be abstract or concrete. I have gone in for abstract class. So it has got a signature of an abstract method, and the name of method happens to be message. Okay, this is going to be our another class, name of which is Java application 23, or for that matter it could be anything. Now in the method main, I am going to create an object of inner anonymous class. Now the syntax goes like this. The syntax is somewhat confusing for the first timers, but let me explain. Here I am writing laptops LR. As far as this part, which is on the left side of the assignment operator, it's quite simple. What we people are doing is we are declaring a reference variable of our abstract class laptops. As you already know, that declaration of a reference variable of an abstract class is very much allowed. But on the right side of assignment operator, it is somewhat complex. When we people are writing new laptops, it looks as if we are going to create an object of this laptops class, whereas we cannot do so. Why? Because laptops class happens to be an abstract class. But see, I am not terminating this statement with the semicolon, so you'll have to be very careful. After that, you will be starting this curly braces for this particular declaration, and this will go until this point, and ultimately it will be terminated with the semicolon. I have highlighted this whole portion, but as you can see, within this block I have defined the body of this method message, and within message you can write anything. This is the end of this method message, and this is the end of this body of this whole process, this whole coding that is actually having this anonymous inner class. Now again I will come to this point. When I have written laptops LR is equal to new laptops, actually see what is happening is an object of this anonymous inner class would be created, and its reference of this object, again reference of the object of this anonymous inner class would be put into this LR, and as you can see, LR happens to be of this laptops class. So that means internally what is happening is this unnamed, that is anonymous inner class, is in fact extending this laptops class, right? So it is implementing this method message also. So once we are finished with this body, what I am doing is I am invoking this method message with the help of this reference variable LR, of course, which happens to be the reference variable of our abstract class laptops. So you should write down this program yourself, and you can see the syntax carefully. I'm going to execute this program and you can see the results. It's going to print this message Mahajan computers on the screen because we are invoking this method message. Okay, this is our output. It's printing Mahajan computers. So in the next video, I'm going to explain how do we use anonymous inner classes in the context of interfaces.